Okay, so let me take this chance to welcome you all to this session. This will happen to be a session where we'll discuss on content marketing and influencer marketing. All right. So if you have question, I know we are being joined by people from different countries. If you have questions, if there is something that you would like me to address, kindly put it in the chat box. I would really be happy to do that. Okay. So I hope my screen is clear and you can clearly see it. I hope you're in a position you can see my screen. All right. So about me, I'm a computer scientist by profession and a digital marketer. I have 5 years experience in digital marketing, where my main focus is on content creation and marketing, influencer marketing, copywriting, search engine optimization, search engine marketing, software development, and web development. So if you have if maybe you want to communicate with me, to have a chat with me, you can reach out to me through my email address that are there, or get to me through Skype. So in this presentation, there are areas that I'm going to take you through. Okay. So some of this area I'll be introducing you to content marketing. The online customers that you might have when you decide to take your content online, the right format for your content, writing for your online audience. We're going to help your content be seen. All right, you have this content. How are you going to make it be seen by people who are online? And then how you're going to measure the success of your content. Okay, so those are some of the areas that I'm going to touch on today. So what is content marketing? What is content marketing? So content marketing is based on creation and sharing of online material. So this online material can be either videos. You might have a video that you want to share with people. It can be blogs. It can be social media posts. All right. So content marketing is designed to generate interest in a company's products or services by capturing people's attention. All right. So through content marketing, you will be able to increase sales. All right. Or you will direct traffic to your website, or you can even use it to boost awareness of your brand and also build a trust and recognition among your audience. So a long time before people start venturing into digital marketing, the kind of marketing that was there, especially the radio and television and maybe TV for that matter, was not more of an interactive kind of digital. So this kind of content was a one-way content. You have your post, you put it online, and you might never get a response from your audience. But with the content marketing or an kind of engaging content marketing, you get a chance to engage with your audience. All right. So a key success in creating content marketing. Key success in creating content marketing. So there are 3 important things that you need to consider when creating content marketing. 1, the content that you create should be in a position to answer your audience questions. All right. It should be in a position to provide something of value to them. And also the content that you are sharing should keep them wanting more. So when they get engaged with your content, they should be in a position to come for more, because whatever they've seen from you was eye-catching, was answering the questions that they have, and was of value to them. So on my screen, you'll see a poster. This happened to be an e-commerce in Kenya, and this poster provides some of the offerings that the e-commerce will be offering during this November season. So you can see kila kitu ni 50 bob. That means that's a Swahili word. which means everything is 59 bob. And then, okay, online customers, all right? You'll be having an online customers. So you need to do what? To research on your customers, all right? You have customers, you need to go online to search. Okay, you can see somebody, okay. Okay, okay, let me go back. Okay. Let me go back. I think, okay. So it's on that page. I think you can now see it. There's Black Fridays. Black Fridays. That is an advertisement of an e-commerce company in Kenya. So kila kitu ni 59 bob, right? Kila kitu ni 59 bob. I hope you can now see it. Oh, you still cannot see it? I don't know. All right, let me see. Are you in a position to see my screen? You can unmute yourself and Joy, are you in a position to see? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see now. I can see now.
Awesome. Oh, thank you for that. So that happened to be one of the offerings that were being offered in Kenya in one of the e-commerce, I think it's a leading e-commerce in Kenya. And they are offering some of their products at a very low price, all right? So it was happening on 4th at 11:59, and they're telling people that kila kitu ni 59 bob. Okay, that's a Swahili word that means everything is 59 shillings bob. So these products, they answer audience questions, all right? Audience would like to know the price of the product, the value of the product, and then they would like to come and get more of these products, all right? Okay, so online customers, you need to do research on your audience. You have online customers, you have online audience that you wish to target, you need to do research on them. So how are you going to do research on them? One, you have their social media accounts, all right? For instance, if they are following your Facebook page, you can easily go through the insights to know their age, their demographics, to know their genders, what is it that they are interested in, the kind of posters that they love and such. So you need to do what you call segmentation, which involves dividing your audience into group of who they are and what they like, all right? And also spending time on this is going to help you so that you don't spend time on people who might not give you the result that you want, all right? And then you need to do, to understand the habit of your audience, preference of an audience, the target, content directly to these specific people. So the content that you're coming up with should be directed to this group of people, okay? And then the content that you come up with should be a content that excites them. It should be a content that entertains them, and they are able to engage with you through those content. So right format for your content. So there are so many content that you can use to reach, or rather to attain the goal that you have online, all right? So we have blogs happen to be one of these content. Blogs are typically published as subsection of an existing website. You have a website, you can have a page that is specifically meant for sharing blogs, or for people to share what they want others to see or to hear about you. All right, so it can be original content. A blog can have an original content or a guest authored content. All right. So you need to have a content that is unique and quality post. Okay. And then you need to help increase publicity. All right. These posts are going to help you increase publicity and give you interesting content to share across channels like social media. And then we have infographics. Infographics, these are informative and a great way to present knowledge visually. They work well online, all right, because whatever you are sharing is high catching or should be high catching. And they also present complex or unusual content in a creative way. And then we also have ebooks, all right? Ebooks mostly is used for educational. They sometimes give guides which focus on specific topics, all right? And then they offer what we call practical content and can help you stand out. All right, and also it shows that you are an expert in your field. And then we have video. Videos, you will agree with me that video content are doing very well in the digital marketing now. You can see social media accounts like TikTok doing pretty well because it's focuses majorly on videos. All right, so video can have anything from production or product demonstration, where you're demonstrating how a product is doing. It can be a tutorials, all right, where you are teaching people how to do something. Like when you go to YouTube, or when you want to know how maybe to bake, you will go to YouTube and search how to bake. So that is a tutorial. It can be customers' testimonials, all right? People who've interacted with you as a brand, with you as a person. You might want to share such sentiment with people. So the videos are can help you deliver such a message. And then with video allows brand to create engaging, entertaining, and useful content that can be consumed on the go. All right. And then there are other many content that are there. There are press releases, there are webinars, there are reviews, there are case studies, etc. So successful content does not have to be viral. All right. A successful content does not have to be viral. Your content can, or your video, or your content can be successful when it's able to meet the objectives that you have. Okay, you have objective, you have goals that you want to attain at the end of the day. So your content will be seen as successful if the return is what you anticipated. Okay. Okay. So the main purpose of content, so the content should be there to entertain. When you speak of digital, or when you speak of content marketing, this content should be there to entertain people. It should be there to inspire, educate, and convince. In most cases, content marketing is not meant to sell, all right? Selling will come later. The kind of content you share should be the one that draw people or make people do whatever you want them to do. For instance, to entertain, you might have maybe a school, or rather you want to sell content about a school that you own. So you can come up with videos that are going to entertain people and going to make them laugh, kind of funny videos clip, all right, about your school. To inspire, you can create a forum space, all right, and people can post their questions or get insight. Okay, and then to educate, here you can
Excuse me, Joseph.
Yes.
Hello, Joseph.
Yes.
I would like to know if you are sharing, because we can still see only a page, key success in creating content marketing. We can't see any other page. It's not moving.
Oh, sorry for
Okay.
that. Let me check.
Okay, thank you. I've now seen another page.
Okay. So, okay, you can only see one page.
It's just changed after I spoke. I spoke. Thank you. It's now main purpose of content.
Okay. So it changes, huh? Now you can see a number of pages, a number of
It's the only I'm seeing now. What I'm seeing now is main purpose of content.
oh, okay.
So I will know as you go on if it's changing or not.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I think I've been able to solve that problem. So your content should be able to educate, okay? So educate in which sense? You can decide to share blog posts or maybe top tips regarding whatever you want to educate people on. And then about convincing, okay? So people can share testimonies, right, about their experience with you. And also you can use this platform to share ebooks to showcase your knowledge, okay? And then writing for the online audience, online audience. I hope you can now see it. It changes now, does it?
Yes, now what we are seeing writing for the online audience, but what you were talking about previously was not shown. But we can see writing for online audience.
Okay, all right. So writing for the online audience. So there are some aspects that you need to consider when you're writing content for your online audience. One, you need to start by explaining to your audience what to expect, all right? In most cases, content marketing or content online, they start with statistics, all right? Like for instance here, they say 60% statistics of 60% of people, all right? You can start with questions. Are you up to date with the latest incorporate? You can incorporate calls to action. So calls to action can be to ask people to perform a certain task. For instance, you can ask them to start now. You can ask them to sign up today. You can ask them to maybe call, etc. And then some of the tools that you can use to be able to know your audience can be Search Console. This will help you to Search Console is going to assist you to know more about your audience, all right? And then we have keyword planner, which will help you to see what people search for, right? And then, okay, so you also need to help your content to be seen, right? You need to help your content to be seen. So how are you going to help your content to be seen? All right. So we have different contents. We have we have owned content, we have earned content, and we have channel or paid channels. All right. So owned is in most cases is what is it that you own as a person. All right. You manage. It can be your website. It can be a blog. It can be social media profile or even promoting content. And in most cases it's been you have somebody like a third-party person who is going to assist you selling your content. And then paid you pay so that your advertisement or your content can be shown to specific people based on their either demographics or those who don't maybe necessarily like your page can be able to see. For instance, if we take a case of social media like Facebook, you might decide to have a content and you boost it, all right? So you will pay for it to be shown to a group of people that you've highlighted, okay? And then owned, you own it, and then and picked by third party, they share your content. So these people share your content, okay? So that's ways of helping your content to be seen. So you can choose either of them and then help your content to be seen. So content calendar, you need to come up with a content calendar. You need to come up with a content calendar, and a content calendar is a detailed timeline that organizes your content marketing activity. Okay, so when you have a content calendar, you will be able to know which content to post on which particular time. And then some of the top tips when coming up with content calendar. Okay, you should have a content that is achievable. So your content calendar should include realistic timeframes. All right, should be able to assist you achieve the goals that you want. And then you also need to highlight key dates. All right, you need to highlight key dates. So here key dates can be public holidays, can be relevant events. All right, so you need to know when to release your product or your content on this particular time. And then you need to consider multiple channels. All right, you need to consider multiple channels. And here, when I say multiple channel, I mean that you don't need to focus on one particular channel. You can use social media, that is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, to post your content. You can use blogs, etc. And then you also remember your audience. Very important. You should always remember your audience. Put your audience in mind whenever you put your content up. All right. You don't need a content that is not meeting their expectation. Have a content that have them at heart. Okay. And then also you need to explore online tools. So there are so many tools there online. Some are you pay for them, some are free of charge. So you need to create a calendar. There are tools that will assist you in creation of calendar. There are tools that are going to assist you in publish content to social media accounts. And also there are tools that are going to assist you to collaborate with your team, all right? And those are some of the tools that you can use when you decide to help your content to be seen in public. And then measuring success, all right? So measuring success happen to be one of those important part of your content marketing, all right? If you don't measure your success, then it means that you've not been able to meet the goals or the objectives that you've set for you as a person or for you as a business, okay? I remember sometimes back, actually 2014, I got a chance to work in this company. I was out of campus and this company was new and they were creating what you call African artifacts. So they was capturing animals, they was capturing people, they was capturing item like utensils. So they wanted me to market them online, all right? So my work, apart from the basic salary that I was earning from there was also a commission that I could get whenever I bring somebody to come and purchase the product. So then if you've been observant about digital marketing and how it has been evolving, you realize that in 2014, a lot of people did not know much about maybe Google Ads. All right, Google AdWords. It was then called Google AdWords. A lot of people did not know about how to market, how to boost their product on Facebook pages or Instagram or Twitter. All right. So my work as a person who was working in that industry to market this company, I created a page for them, and then I invited people to like. Okay, so most of these people that I invited to like were my friends. Okay, they were my friends. They were people who are not necessarily into buying such products. Okay, so a good number of them like 90% of them liked the page because, right, they wanted to know how I'm doing and how I'm going to help them know more about these products. So for that period of time that I was working in this company, the most interesting bit of it is that none of them bought the product that I was selling. Okay, so none of them, simply because one, the product was not, they were not the right audience for this product. Okay, it was hard to see like my age mate buying this product and put them in the house, like a lion. You buy a lion and then you put it in your house. So they didn't see the need to do that. Okay, later on, after being introduced to digital marketing, that was in 2016, when a company that was offering this training came to my campus. They took us through Google AdWords, all right? Currently, it's called Google Ads, okay? So they took us through Google AdWords. Okay, Claudia is saying that she can't see the next slide. Are you seeing the next? I'm on measure success slide. I hope you can see it. Okay, which slide are you seeing? Oh, but I'm sharing my presentation. Okay, right, so I'm on measure success. I'm on measure success. I don't know whether it's the same screen that you're seeing. Okay, I'm on the measure success slide. Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, so as I was, so what happened is that when we were introduced to digital marketing, and to be specific, we were taken through Google AdWords, we were taken through shopping ads, we were taken through Google Analytics, all right? So I realized that I can target specific people, or rather I can target people based on their location, all right? So the kind of content that you come up with, the content that you're sharing with your audience happen or should be a content that can be able to reach the right audience, okay? Can be able to give a return on investment. So you will be able to see that I'm able to meet the goals or the objective that I had for my business. All right. So in that business, as I was working in that company, there's a lot of things that were happening, and they were like an eye opener for me, because I realized that now you can go online, you can compete with big companies. So all these products are at our disposal. So you can decide to use Google Ads to market your product to people based on their location. All right. So nothing is limiting you. You just put a small fee, a budget for your business, a budget for your campaign, and then you are good to go. All right. So those are some of the factors that you need to know. So the kind of content that you come up with, a lot of people are having content that are majorly what we call video content, because a lot of people are being drawn to videos. All right. So if you want to share content, have a video, have a content that focuses much on video, because that is where a lot of digital marketing, a lot of content marketing is selling. Okay. So let me see if there are questions. If you have question, you can put it in the chat box, or you can unmute and ask. You can unmute and ask if you have question. Or you can put it in the chat box. You can put your question in the chat box. Okay, let me see. Can I measure my influence success? My influence success through surveys. Okay. So I'll be going through influencer marketing. I'll be going through influencer marketing in a short while. So survey also can assist you to measure the kind of influence that you have. Okay. How are people viewing maybe the kind of brand that you have? How are people saying about it? Survey can also be done. But a lot of people currently are doing most of these things online. So you can have a poll that ask your audience about the product. Okay. And survey majorly is being connected with an offline kind of collection of data. All right. So if you can create polls and you already have audience, maybe those who like your page, those who like your social media accounts, you can easily get their views about the influence that you have. Okay. So you can have polls. Polls will really assist you. You come up with small questions requesting their outcome or their input about your business, and therefore you can be able to measure. Thank you very much, Linda, for that question. Any other question? If you have a question, you can put it in the chat box. I will be glad to respond to them. Or you can as well unmute yourself and ask. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome, Linda. Okay, so I see there are no questions. Thank you. I'll be taking us through my second part of presentation. This will be influencer marketing. Let me share my screen. I hope I will not be having the same issue again. Okay. So feel free, if you have question, put it in the chat box. I'll be glad to answer it or to answer them. Okay, all right. So I'll be taking us through my second part of presentation, that is influencer marketing. That is influencer marketing. I hope everyone can see my screen. If you have questions, put them in the chat box. I'll be glad to answer them. Okay. So influencer marketing. I hope my screen is moving. So what is influencer marketing? What influencer marketing is not, okay? What influencer marketing is not. Okay. So influencers are people who've spent time to build their own brand, all right, and cultivating their audience. So they will naturally, these are people who will naturally be protective of their reputation and the people who trust them, okay? So there are people who have patience, influencers have patience and focus to success or succeed in social media. So you'll find that a lot of people will be protective of the audience that they have. They will try all their best not to maybe do something that is going to contribute to their downfall. All right. So that is majorly the influencers, and influencers. So how to build a successful influencer marketing strategy? So there are 6 steps that I'm going to walk you through that are going to assist you to build a successful influencer marketing strategy, right? So step one, you need to define your goals and key performing indicators, all right? Your business has goals. Your business. Sorry, Gilbert? Gilbert, come again. I can't hear you.
Your screen is not moving.
My screen is not moving.
Your screen is not moving. Yes. Okay, good. It's moving now.
Oh, okay. So okay. Okay, so in step one, so you need to define your goals. You need to define your goals and key performing indicators. All right, key performing indicator. So some of the goals that people who decide to go for influencer marketing have can be either to raise brand awareness. You want a lot of people to know that your brand exists. All right. It can be either to increase sales. You want to increase sales, to have a lot of people buy the product that you're selling. okay? And then raising brand awareness, it can be through social shares. You want these influencers to share your content with others. It can be either brand mentioning. Some people would prefer or would love an influencer mention their product or whatever they are selling. It can either be earned media or reach. You want to reach a lot of people, or even direct traffic. You want people to go to your website and maybe see the kind of product that you have. And also it can be for brand search, all right? You want a lot of people to search about the brand that you have. And then another one can be increased sales. So increased sales can be either to increase the volume of sales, qualified leads, all right? You want to sell more products, okay? You might want to sell more products, all right? So that can be one of the goals that you have. It can be market segment, all right? Or product or service, in order for you to reach new market segment, all right? So those happen to be some of the goals that you might have for your business. Okay. And then step 2, find the right influencers for your audience. You need to find the right influencer for your audience, okay? So you can look, or rather you should look for influencers, not necessarily because they are popular, but you should look at influencer because whatever they say or whatever they are going to say will help you be in a position to achieve the goals that you have, all right? So don't necessarily go to influencer because he has maybe worked with multiple international brands before, or maybe is popular, but look for an influencer who is going to assist you achieve the goals that you have. You might have an influencer who maybe the kind of things that they're advocating is totally different from the kind of objective, mission, and vision that you have for your business. So there is likelihood that you might lose this kind of audience simply because the people who are associated with this influencer might not be able to like whatever they see this influencer is doing. So try to align whatever you have with this kind of influencer in order for you to see whether they are going to assist you achieve the goals that you have, all right? And then you need to do what we call social media listening. Look at what are these influencers saying regarding to the product or the brand that you sell, all right? If you have an influencer who has something that might have relation to whatever you are selling, these are influencers that you can leverage on, that you can use for you to meet, or rather to reach the goals that you have for your business, okay? And then you need to look at the kind of keywords that they are using and if they relate to your business or industry, okay? So those are some of the important actions that you need to take when you decide to go for an influencer. So another step, you need to understand the performance of an influencer, all right? Once you've given them the task to take your business online, all right, try to look at how they are performing online, the kind of engagement that they create online, all right, the kind of followers that you get for your business. You have social media accounts, you have Twitter, Instagram, you have TikTok, you have a YouTube channel, you have websites that you might be tracking the data using maybe analytics. So when you have this influencer out there, it's very important for you to know how they engage, how their engagement resulting or contribute to the goals that you have, all right? So are you adding more followers, okay? Once this influencer has gone out, you've given them the task to perform the or rather to assist you in achieving the goals that you have? Are you able to see that there is growth in your business or the number of followers that you get? Are people having positive sentiment about you? All right. And then through that, you'll be able to know whether they assist in promoting your post effectively. All right. And then with this one, you can be able to compare the impact that this influencer is making to the impact that other campaigns that you are running are making. All right. So those are important aspects that you need to look into. Okay. And then step 4, get to know the influencer. All right. Get to know the influencer. You have goals that you have for your business. All right. Your goal can be maybe to have more people convert, to have more conversion. Okay, that might be one of your goals. Your goal might to get more leads. Your goal might be to increase the number of followers, the likes, the comments, all right, to increase sales. That might be your goal, all right. You have a goal that you should share them with your influencer, you know, get to know them, talk to them about your goals. Tell them, these are my goals. These are things that I want to achieve at the end of the day. Tell them your expectation. I want by the end of this year or by the end of this month to have this number of people buying my product. Tell them your campaign ideas, all right? The ideas that you have for your campaign. Your idea might be different from theirs. So it's always recommended that after telling them your goals, your expectation, your campaign idea, you should also give them a chance to tell you what they expect, the goals that they have, the campaign ideas that they have, okay? So it's very important for you to share from both sides so that you know which one can work best for you as an individual or you as a company, okay? So the more campaign details you provide, the better your collaboration with the influencer will be, all right? So what this means simply is that before you come up with the goals that you have, the expectation, sit down, put all these details down, all right? Put as much information as you can down so that when you present before this influencer, they can be able to articulate or to assist you in achieving this goal effectively, okay? So step 5, you need to work on content strategy. Okay, need to work on content strategy. So what mistake that many marketers do, they tell influencer what to do. Okay, you are the boss and then you tell them that I want you to do this and this and this. Yes, it's good for you to tell them what they should do, but you should also put in mind that these are people who know their audience best, all right? They know the kind of content that when we take to this audience, the kind of response that they are going to get. So it's highly recommended that you try and give them that a chance to do it in the best way they know how. Okay, give them the chance to do. If maybe your goal is to get more leads, to get more customer to come to your business and purchase the product that you have, it is highly recommended that you put that goal in mind, yes, but also you should also give them that chance to do it the best way they know how. All right, share with them your goals, share with them your expectation, share with them the idea of the campaign that you have, okay? All right, share with them all these and allow them a chance to do it in the best way they know how, okay? So the influencers should be the ones who decides the final shape of a campaign, okay? They can come up with an idea, by that idea, look at them, all right? Are they aligned with the objectives, the goals, the mission of my business? If they do, are these influencers in a position to to achieve this goal, remember, you know your influencer, all right? You've been sharing with them the goals that you have, all right? You've been observing the kind of impact they are making online, the kind of engagement that they are making online. You've been able to see all these. So what you do as a person is to ensure that whatever they are doing, yes, it sticks to the goals, the objective, the mission, the value of your business, and you don't restrict them, all right? Give them that a space or an opportunity to do it in the best way they know how, okay? And then step 5, you also need to measure your performance. You need to measure your performance. That is step 6. So measuring your performance, you have goals that you have for your business, all right? There are goals that you set for your business. Maybe the goal of your business is to increase the number of sales, all right? You want a lot of people to buy the product that you're selling. Maybe you want your brand, the brand awareness. You want a lot of people to know about your brand. Maybe you want to increase maybe the geographical area that you're covering, all right? So those might be some of the goals that you have. So measuring happen to be one of the important things that you do. And you can measure this by using digital tools, the tools that are there that are going to assist you in doing, or rather they are going to assist you in measuring. So you can monitor your performance through the campaign by comparing as for other tools that you're using to measure, okay? For instance, if maybe you have an influencer, this influencer is engaging people outside, all right? So you will be in a position to look at this influencer, how many people are they bringing on board, all right? And then you look at the insight of, or other tools that you use, like for instance, if you are using Google Analytics to analyze, you'll be able to know where are these people coming from, all right? Were they referred to your business through maybe a social media account? Were they referred to your business maybe by seeing it online, maybe by the kind of advertisement that you use? Maybe you use display advertisements and they were able to see it and decided to land on your website. Were they see it on maybe they were watching a video on YouTube and then your advertisement appeared and they click on it and it directs them to your website, all right? Were they referred to your business by an influencer or an influencer for that matter? So you'll be able to look at it and see, how have I been performing? How have I been able to achieve the goals that I have, all right? And then return of your influencer campaign, return of investment of your influencer campaign, all right? So those happen to be some of the important aspects that you need to look into when you go for an influencer marketing, all right? So let me get question. If you have questions that you'd like me to answer, put them in the chat box. I'll be glad to address them. Let me see if there are questions. If you have question, you can put it in the chat box and then, or you can unmute yourself and ask. You can as well unmute yourself and ask if you have question. Okay, so somebody said there is no marketing without content, all right? So there is no marketing without content. So content marketing builds everything, okay? You have to have a content that is going to draw people's attention. Remember, I said that the content that you have should be a content that entertain people, all right? It should be a content that inspire people. It should be a content that educate people. advise people, all right? So majorly a content you create and share with your audience with an aim of drawing their attention, or rather making them come to their website, come to your social media handles or account, all right? Currently in Kenya, we are looking forward to have election next year, all right? So next year, we pray for a very peaceful election. So a lot of politicians currently, all right, currently what they're doing, they're selling their content, okay? They're selling their content how? The kind of things that they're doing to the public or for the public, these are things that are going to translate, or rather they are things that are going to make these people vote for them, us vote for them, all right? The kind of things that they're doing at this point in time, okay? So there are those who've been doing this for a long period of time. They did it since the last election. They've been building schools. They've been helping needies. They've been paying school fees for children. So they were selling their content. Them doing these things, they were selling their content. So next year, people will be voting for them after the track record, after seeing the things that they've been doing. So when you speak of content marketing, you do something that is going to draw people's attention to you, okay? So this thing that you're doing can be to advise them, you advise them, and then through this advice, they will vote for you. Through this advice, through this education that you are providing, through this entertainment that you are providing, they are going to consider you for maybe a seat that you want to go for, or that you are contesting for, okay? So majorly that is what I have today to share with you. I can see there are no questions. I hope, it's my hope that I've been clear and I've not lost any person, okay? I can, okay, right. So Christella, thank you very much. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. So if there are no questions, let me take this chance to thank you. Thank you very much for finding time for joining my session. This happened to be one of the important sessions that I do as a digital marketer. I'm so grateful when I hear success stories, when I hear somebody saying that they've been in a position to change their life after going through a session like this. So my hope is that after learning about content marketing, you'll be able to implement it in a way that is going to assist you as a person or as a business. A lot of people currently are doing their businesses online. All right, a lot of people are doing their businesses online, and you as well, you can leverage on this platform and your business is going to do well. So you can use content marketing, have a content that is meeting the goals that you have for your business. Have a content that is going to inspire your people or the audience that you wish to target. Have a content that is unique. Have a content that is unique. So personally, I would love to hear success stories, to hear that this session has been helpful for you and you've been able to achieve some of the goals that you have. Okay. So Gloria, thank you very much for that. Gloria wants me to share some light on social media listening part. Okay, so we have Google Alerts, right? Google Alerts is one of the platforms that you can use to be able to hear what people are saying about certain word, okay? And then you can use it to be able to understand maybe the kind of word that people use. For instance, if you are selling maybe clothes, all right? You can search with Google Alert, you can search for clothes. So it's going to give you some details about what is it people are searching about clothes, all right? And in that regard, you'll be able to understand more about it. And then I think that is it about listening, social media listening. Gloria? So that happened to be one of the tools that you can use for you to be able to do much of that. And then there are so many tools. There are free tools online that you can use to do social media listening part. So with social media listening, you'll be able to know what is it that people say about certain product, about certain person, about certain thing, you get. So that is more of social media listening. You being able to hear what is it that people are saying about a certain topic, okay? When you go online, you will find tools, so many tools, all right? So many tools. Let me see. So there are so many tools that you can use. We have Hootsuite, okay? Hootsuite can be a social media tool that can assist you, all right? Let me see, we have several of them. Let me share them with you. So these tools will assist you being able to, okay. So the tools are going to assist you. There are softwares that will monitor and analyze online conversations about your brand, all right? Online conversation about your brand. Let me share with you some of these tools. So these are some of the tools that can assist you to monitor and analyze online conversation about your brand. Your brand means that you can have your brand or the keyword about your brand. You put them on these tools and they'll be able to analyze, to see what is it that people are saying about your product. Okay. I hope I've been able to answer you, Gloria.
Yes, please.
Okay, awesome. That is nice. So leverage on these tools. There are some are very free of charge. You can use them to your advantage, and they are going to assist you achieve some of the goals that you have. Okay. All right. I see Priscilla sharing with us Talk Walker. Talk Walker happened to be another one. I need to do research on this and see how. Is it you pay for it? You pay to use it, Priscilla?
You can decide not to pay. They have the free version.
Okay.
And they have a paid version as well if you want more options. But I use the basic free version and it works well for me. So yeah.
Awesome.
It's
That is
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh. So Gloria, you can give it a try. You try using it. Now that we have somebody who has an experience with it, you can give it a try. You see how it perform and the kind of result that it gives you as a person or as a brand.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that with TalkWalker, the only issue is that it does not give you kind of a 360 overview of everything. It only focuses on Google and Twitter. It focuses heavily on Twitter, what's conversations on Twitter. And but I don't know with Instagram and the rest, in case anybody is thinking I want to go and use it for Instagram, I have not seen that it works very well in that area. So just giving that disclaimer before anyone goes to try it in that direction.
Sure. So Google, which kind of product does it analyze for Google?
So for me, I only type in say something to do with an area that I am interested in. So I also like have very strong interest in influencer marketing. So I type that in, or lifestyle, the niches in influencer marketing. I type in lifestyle and then see what kind of conversations are being had in that area. And what kind of hashtags are being used in connection to those words. And most often it would bring up something in Twitter.
Okay.
And another good thing with that social listening tool is that you can really specify down to a city in a country to see what kind of conversations are being had in those areas. So just it works well, but maybe I have not used it extensively enough to see where the Instagram side of things are. But for now, I have only noticed for Twitter, and with Google, it will bring you stuff to do with like news in that area. Maybe a keyword was used, the keyword you put in was used in that news article. So it would flag it up for you. But besides that, it doesn't really move around like the whole social media space, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So that is the basic version of it. So I want to believe it's basic one. So meaning that if maybe, for instance, you go for the paid version, there is more services that it's going to offer. All right. So some of the questions that you have, or the loopholes, or maybe some of areas that you think it might not be able to cover with the basic, will covered in the paid version. Okay. So Gloria, you can give it a try. Okay, you try it, and maybe it's going to assist you in achieving the goals that you have for your business. All right. Thank you very much, Priscilla, for sharing that with us. That was very insightful. That is very, very insightful. Okay. So okay, so if there are no questions, allow me to thank you for being here, for being part of this conversation, part of this meeting. It is very nice, and I'm happy that you found time to learn something about content marketing and influencer marketing. All right. So thank you very much. And I don't know the time difference. Here in Kenya, it's actually evening. All right. It's 5:20 p.m. All right. So wherever you're joining us from, it might be in the morning, in the afternoon, or also in the evening. I wish you have it nicely, and thank you very much, and have yourself a good time. Bye.